Welcome back, trainers, and today we're going to be taking a look at Genesect with Techno Blast Fire again because it cost a lot of rare candies, and I saw a lot of potential yesterday. Using two fairy types was fine, but we're going to switch it up today. There's still going to be a challenge involving this, and that is going to be using, well, you don't have to do this, but using a Palkia with just one charge move, and that's going to be Aqua Tail. For the quick move, we do have Dragon Tail, and that's it. We're going to be pairing it up with Zacian again, and this thing is so fun to use. It pulls off some crazy wins. It is a bit squishy. It could hit harder, but honestly, Magnet Bomb, it hits pretty hard. Charges really fast as Fury Cutter, and this thing, it's just fun to use. Simple as that. As far as XL, that's somebody who's going to go hard on the raids, and eventually I'll stack up the XLs to do that. But for now, we're in the Master League Classic, and it does great things here. You know, it's funny. I'm gonna say this now. Yesterday when I was talking about how I was using the Genesect and everybody would shield up literally everything. Everything. But after I put up my video and I went into the Go Battle League earlier today, they were letting it go through. I don't know if they saw my video so they knew exactly how much damage it would do and they knew they would survive and they could take it. And, oh, okay, Genesect doesn't hit that hard. All right, that Techno Blast Fire doesn't hit that hard. That Magnet Bomb won't take me out when I have this much health. But they were letting them go. All of a sudden, it was crazy. All right, so anyways, Genesect Fury Cuttering down a Dialga. You gotta love, you love to see things like that. I mean, come on, what have you seen a Dialga Fury Cutter down? Come on, insane. So next battle, we're met with a Melmetal here, and technically we're not weak to fighting, so superpower is not super effective, but it's still going to do a lot of damage because we are part steel and bug. They're going rock slide. Technically, that's even going to do a lot of damage because of the bug typing, unfortunately. So you don't really, I guess you do benefit from the bug typing, and that's going to be because of the Fury Cutter, I suppose. All right, so this swapping into Zacian. Okay, sounds good. We're going to stay right here. Go for another Magnet Bomb. As you can see, it just charges so fast. If this thing had a little bit more bulk, it would obviously be a lot more relevant, and it would probably be on everybody's chart as far as meta is concerned to be used if it did maintain that attack as well. I haven't seen a single Genesect ever. Well, I can't say ever. I think maybe once or twice, but as far as the Master League, I personally haven't. I don't remember running into one ever. All right, so it was throwing people off, and it does throw a monkey wrench into the whole situation of the current meta. I mean, you got Zacian, Zarude, all right, Melmetal, Excadrill, Dialga. You even have Togekiss. I mean, that Zarude, like we said. I mean, it's just putting in the work. I mean, this thing is just amazing. All right, so yeah, it does kind of trick people up and maybe even taking on whole teams. Now, the thing about taking on whole teams with Genesect, now you can put in a lot of work, but it's unfortunately a little too squishy to actually be able to do that, because it takes a decent amount of damage from Charm as well. I mean, it takes some damage here. So as far as sweeping whole teams, I guess, but with this meta and these legendaries and mythicals, you can get away with a lot, but you're not going to sweep in Master League, I don't think. Although you're going to see some incredible stuff, and we've already seen some incredible stuff so far here. All right, so we're taking out the Zacian because they did debuff themselves. We didn't use a shield, so we're looking good. All right, like we discussed, literally, the Genesect is putting a monkey wrench into this meta here. All right, we could have technically stayed there, but I'd rather throw in my Palkia, get that shield, put on some pressure. And yes, I call Dialga Palkia or whatever, Giratina, Dialga, or whatever the heck I mixed up the names. I do it once in a while. Go ahead and leave a comment and let me know. Really does help out that algorithm. While we're on that topic, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. It really does help me out quite a bit. Really do appreciate that. Let's get it. All right, swapping into Zacian. We still have two shields. Now, the reason why I went for that immediately without building up to two is because we're getting that last shield, and I'm like, come on, let me get... that's all right. So what we're going to do now is build up a little bit of extra energy, but we need to be careful. They might try to swap to catch. Yep, well, we're going close combat anyway, so we're going to go ahead and throw it. And I'm looking at the clock here like we need to swap. Let's go. Bring it in, Genesect. Magnet Bomb is still going to do a good amount of damage to Garchomp. That move is all right. That move is all right. It even does a good amount of damage to Dialga. In comes the Excadrill, and we're going to be getting to the Techno Blast. Isn't that such a cool name? Techno Blast. It even sounds cool when you use it. Has a nice little Flash animation, I suppose. Pretty neat. Love it. Let's go. Next battle. Great lead, Togekiss. I love to see this. Oh my gosh. Oh, we got a lot of those leads today. So they swap into Dialga. I was kind of thinking for a minute, like, crap, what do I do? So we take a second, farm up a little bit more with our Genesect, and then swap into our Palkia here. Our one-move Palkia. Did it hinder my gameplay? Did it contribute to me losing having one move on my Palkia? No, not really at all. Not really at all, to be honest with you. We were getting shields as well. If you obviously just go for it immediately, they're going to know you're going for an Aqua Tail. So to just build the illusion, like we've discussed a million times before on this channel, if you do not have a specific move on your Pokemon, you can still pretend that you do have it by building up to the roughly around the energy that you would need. Make them think that you're at that charge move, and then you got them right in your grip there. You'll get a shield and you're good to go. Getting a shield on a dragon type, specifically a Dialga, altered tank, oh, it's so satisfying because it does about as much as a Dragon Tail quick move, Aqua Tail, or maybe even less. Probably less. All right. Anyways, up against Togekiss here, we're looking great, taking him out. Charm does chunk away. Coming back in here with Garchomp, and I don't really remember this battle too much. Getting off these as fast as we can, and unfortunately not able to get to that other one. We kind of really needed that there. Bringing in the Zacian. Now, we have to hopefully have a Sand Tomb. Okay, if it was Earth Power, we're not going to be looking too great here. But we're still in a kind of weird position. So we're going to go ahead and shield that up. Build up to do these close combats, and things are getting a little weird here. Well, actually, no, we're comfortable, right? Oh, yeah, we quick move down Giratina. Okay, if they had a charge move, yeah, it was over. If they had, like, Shadow Sneak, because we debuffed ourselves. Good game, taking the win. Next battle, met with a Lugia, and we will be leading with Genesect the entire time for this video. Again, please hit that like button if you do enjoy these crazy picks here. I'm trying to give you guys ideas, something fun, something new, something different. Everybody wants to complain about Zacian, not everybody. A lot of people like to complain about Zacian. Oh, it's too cheap, this, too cheap, that. Well, I'm trying to show you some stuff to use that can take it out. I'd say Genesect is a pretty fun pick. That's not something everybody's using at all. That is also going to be able to handle it and the meta quite nicely. It's going to revolve around skill. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like you got to be a professional to use it. That's not the case. That's not how I felt with Genesect at all. You definitely don't have to be like a master at Go Battle League to use it, but you have to have a good understanding of Go Battle League to some degree, like a lot of Pokemon, right? So don't worry about that if you're thinking, oh, well, I'm not too good. Am I going to even be able to use it? I mean, take a look what you see here, right? This is what I like to do for you. I'm bringing you exactly what you need to know so you can make the decision in whether you want to invest your resources that took time, money potentially, and energy or life, right? So I'll bite the bullet for you all here. But in this case, it wasn't really biting a bullet. It was more like putting on a bulletproof vest, and a very efficient one, getting shot and saying, yep, it works. Go ahead and purchase it. This is all improv, just to let you know. Everything I do is off my dome, my cranium, my head. I just sit here and I just yap my mouth. Anyways, coming in here with the Genesect, getting to the Techno Blast. Thought they were going to get to a drill run, but we get there. Let's go. Here comes Lugia. Oh, man, that was a close dang game. Yeah. You can't win them all. You got me. Good game. All right, moving on to our next opponent. What are we going to see? I'm having a blast, folks. Okay, I'm in an absolutely amazing mood. Well, actually, I wasn't today. For some reason, I think I woke up really hungry. Really hungry. And as a matter of fact, since we're on a foodie talk right now, or since I'm starting to graze the top of that topic, let's go ahead and get into it. Go ahead and take a look at these battles. I know how you like when I go off topic, so let's talk, have a little story time. Nothing crazy, no drama or nothing. Pretty much, ever since I got my air fryer, I haven't eaten out. Really, because I'm making food that tastes like restaurant quality. It's crisp, it's clean, it's fresh, better maybe, healthier. All right, and it's amazing. I've been cooking burgers, sausages, baking donuts, but honestly, I'm gonna have to confess on the donut thing. It's 100 times healthier to air fry donuts, but it doesn't taste disgusting or anything. It tastes fine. They taste great, but just an original Krispy Kreme or a donut from your local bakery, unhealthy style. is going to be 1,000 times better, and I still get those, unfortunately. That's my biggest weakness is donuts. So anyways, my point being about the air fryer, it is amazing. I love it. The only regret is I maybe will purchase another one that has a bigger basket so I can cook more things, bigger things, whatever. But I went to eat out yesterday. I was by myself. I just picked it up. And this is a place I go to all the time, right? This is what I'm about to tell you. It's not like this is a sloppy, disgusting place. I'm not going to say the restaurant because I don't want to just put it out there like they're bad. But anyways, I went to this place that I love to go to, and I was eating it, and I felt like something was weird, like something was off. It was a little greasy, but it was just normal how it was. What happened was I got so used to my food not being disgustingly filled with grease and fat because of the air fryer. It helps that not to happen, that the food tasted disgusting to me. I couldn't believe it. I ate it because I paid for it, but it's incredible when you change your diet or get rid of a certain thing out of your diet, and when you taste it again, it's like, whoa, like soda for me. And we'll end this here in a minute. Now, okay, we'll get back into the commentary, but soda is, I personally know, is one of the worst things that you could put into your body. It's just disgusting. It's horrible for you. And every time anybody tells me that they're trying to change their diet or their life or lose weight, I tell them the first thing you really, really want to do is, well, I mean, there's many things to do, but one of the easiest things that is just simplified to just tell them that could help them in this journey to begin with is to just drop soda. I mean, I'm telling you all right now, too, to drop it, okay? Having it once in a while, that's perfectly fine. But if you're guzzling this stuff down every day, it's not. I mean, if you can pour something on the ground and it turns into a liquid honey trap of death and it's pure syrup and sugar, that's something you don't want to consume, okay? So what I do is I have these carbonated sodas that have only flavor. They're not soda. They're just carbonated water. And it fulfills that tingly feeling of a carbonation with a little bit of flavor. I have it with ice, and it's great. It's great. Anyways, there you go. Little tips, I guess. Tips. Air fryers change your life. It's crazy. Well, at least your diet. And I'm working out more now. It's just like, let's go. All right, what do we have going on here? A little story time for you. Okay, Palkia said, whoa, no, ¿por qué? All right, let's continue on here. Up against Togekiss. Did you see that? We swapped into Togekiss with our Palkia, and they said, whoa, go Kyogre. Oh my, sometimes it happens. Sorry, I'm not making fun of them at all. Good games. I do it too. It happens. You know, maybe it was just a strategy. They knew I was going to farm up a bit. You know, that was, you know, the case that they needed to swap. And anyway, next battle we're met with a Ho-Oh. Oh boy, that's a horrible lead. So we swap into Zacian. They retreat after they get off a Brave Bird. That Ho-Oh still has energy. We need to align it with our Palkia, and it looks like we're going to be able to do that just nicely here in a moment. So we're getting one of those wild charges through. We got off two. That's great. Got a shield and took off a lot of health. So now what we want to do is go in here with Genesect and get this off as soon as possible. I'm not trying to get hit by no flamethrower here. So let's just get rid of them. We still have a Ho-Oh to deal with. What about that? Yep, we got a Palkia, which is probably one of the hardest counters to it, other than Kyogre. All right, so we're going to be bringing that in here. Let's get it. Going for an Aqua Tail immediately. We got to get that thing out of here. We don't want to get hit by a charge move. They're retreating with energy. They got a Kyogre in the back. So I'm starting to think how I need to play this out, because I know that Ho-Oh has energy, and I know I need to have a shield when I go up against it. And as far as Genesect, I mean, what are we going to go up against a Ho-Oh with a Genesect with the moves that we have? No. Well, maybe. I think actually we do. Actually, we do. So I bring in Genesect here. I think who knows what the heck's going on anymore, folks? I don't know. Okay, we get to the Magnet Bomb here. All right, that's fine. Because they're going to immediately take us out. They're not even going to farm us. Okay, fine. They already threw their energy, but they still have energy ready to go. Going in with the Palkia. They're getting to a charge move. I'm shielding this up. They're not getting to another one. That's not happening. And Dragon Tail taking the win with the Ho-Oh lead. Probably one of the most threatening Pokemon to our team. Next battle, well, I mean, Palkia, so just a workaround. We're met with the Togekiss. That's great. They're swapping into Dialga. We're going to be going into Zacian here. And it's already a rock, paper, scissors at this point. We just got to play our position correctly. I like to get out that close combat here. I don't know. The swap in, you maybe want to build up to 2. Maybe want to build up to 2 before you throw the first one. Because you can technically take an Iron Head. But if they want to start doing that double shield nonsense crap, then you're going to be looking bad. But I think even then you're going to be able to get them with your quick move. So they're bringing back the Togekiss. We're going Wild Charge. All right, this is just perfect. This is just perfecto. So we do bring in our Genesect. They immediately swap into a Giratina Origin form. And since our Dragon Tail's doing so much, here's the illusion. There you go. All right. See, they can't risk it at this point. And we built up a lot of energy, so it seemed like we were going for a Draco, right? So we let that Shadow Ball go because I knew we need to save that shield for the Genesect. Palkia just doesn't care. Look how it couldn't get any more perfect than that. Literally 1 HP. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. In comes Genesect. We take him out. Beautiful. We have enough health. I mean, we have way more health than we actually need to win this situation here. But our opponent says, I'm not going down without a fight. And I say, okay, that sounds good to me. We're going to go ahead and shield this up. It's an ancient power. If they were able to get to a flamethrower, they would have won, obviously. But they back out right at the end before I hit my Magnet Bomb, and we take the win. Let's get it. Next battle, what are we going to be seeing here? Groudon. Now, this is not good. I have to go because Fire Punch. Genesect doesn't want to see fire. I mean, it's like an Escavalier. All right, it's the Steel and Bug. It's simply going to melt away very fast. Just like dust in the wind. All right, so we're going to be swapping into Zacian and let them get off their charge move, and they bring in a Mewtwo. We throw a freaking close combat. That sucks. I do something really weird here. I think I double up on Zacian's shields. I think I do. Well, I think we do 1, and then we're able to get 1 more quick move in, and they don't want a double shield here. Let's see. All right, yeah. And I think they let this go. Yeah, sure is. Okay, great. So coming back in here with their Groudon, and we're going to let this go. I think they undertap here. Nope, never mind. And in comes Palkia, which is going to be putting in some work here. You know, Earthquake's still going to hurt us, so we need to shield that up and be cautious about that. And they're going to be retreating, though, into a Yveltal and go Genesect. Focus Blast will one-shot us, obviously. This thing is not the tankiest, and we're part Steel. But look at the Magnet Bomb. Let's go. While Fury Cutter is dealing some decent damage because it is Dark type, but also... Oh, it doesn't quite one-shot, but also flying, so it's not necessarily like super effective or anything. Just neutral. Bringing in Palkia and taking this thing out before it hits a charge move. I need to save that shield here. All right, great. I think I need to save a shield. Yeah, for that Earthquake. Perfect. And we will shield this up. I'm going to call it. Beautiful. We played this one out perfectly here. Getting to another Aqua Tail. This will KO Groudon. With a bad lead, with the Genesect up against Groudon, we still were able to pull this off. And with 1 charge move on Palkia, it really didn't make a big difference. I didn't need it actually at all. There was maybe one situation, maybe one, but other than that, I really didn't need it. And I didn't want to spend the more rare candies. I could have totally done it. Totally. I have a 98 Palkia that I could have vested in as well. Shiny, as a matter of fact. We showed you that a couple of days ago. But I already had this one made, so why spend more dust when I don't need to? Bringing in the Zacian to catch close combat. Oh, you love to see it. Let's go. Now, every time I do this, they decide to want to stay because the quick move on Zacian, even if they debuff themselves, they can still continue on. But it looks like they're retreating here into their Lugia. We've used 1 shield while we do have 2 wild charges, which is not going to be putting it into a necessarily threatening zone at all because it's freaking Lugia. And this thing just shrugs everything off. It's insane. All right, so we are getting a shield there because it would have been down pretty low. So we're going to go ahead and let the Sky Attack go, debuff 4 times, and bringing in our Palkia. So we're taking a lot of damage from their Dragon Tail, but I need to kind of get to this as quick as possible. Aqua Tail, I figure we're going to be able to KO. Unfortunately not. That is extremely frustrating, to be honest with you. It's a Sky Attack. Palkia takes it like a champ. Now I bring in the Genesect to start farming up. Let's see if we're going to be able to have a successful battle with that. So they're going to be bringing in their Dialga, so it looks like Genesect is going to be able to handle this. Team in the back, going for the Techno Blast. We're immediately getting a shield, and they're swapping, and they're trying to catch a Techno Blast with all that energy, but I'm not going to play no fool, so I go for the Magnet Bomb and take them out immediately while building up a little bit more energy, and then going for the Techno Blast onto the Dialga. Don't think this is enough. Nah, it's not even close. It looked like I was trying to swap, and we will be letting this... Oh, never mind. I thought I would let that go. That was a weird play, and it lags here. All right. I guess it wasn't a weird play. We were just going to Dragon Tail down. If there was an emergency and they actually beat the Palkia, we'd go in there with the Genesect, shield up, then just get off a Magnum Bomb and take them out. It looked like the lag was trying to make us lose as well. Isn't that interesting? Next battle, we're met with a Zacian. Yeah, I love to see this here. Going close combat, locking in the Magnet Bomb before they can try to sneak away there. This will easily KO if they don't shield. And they shield it up, and they're staying. Sounds good. Alright, so this is going to KO too if they don't shield it up. Will we get 2 shields? Oh my gosh, Genesect put in that work. Immediately swapping into our own, and they're bringing in a Metagross. This is fine. It's going to cost us a shield here, but it's going to be worth it. Taking out this Metagross here, and then when the Zacian comes in, we can still put in the work. And we got the Palkia in the back, so we'll see. We'll see what they have in the back. Maybe a Dialga. Don't really remember what this is going to be. Going for the next close combat to take them out. That's great. We don't want to play any dumb farm around games because that's a bullet punch. And we've been debuffed. Well, both of our Zacians taunted at the same time. That was funny. Did you see that? Great. So we're going to go ahead and bring in our Genesect. And they swap into Zarude. Okay, this is crazy. Alright, don't look away. You don't want to miss this one here. This is getting pretty bananas. This is one of those intense battles where you think to yourself, you know what? Thank goodness I did not top left. Alright, so this is, we do a lot with Dragon Tail, right? Palkia's Dragon Tail is just disgusting. Alright, so we are getting them down extremely low. If you're thinking, whoa, why are you not shielding that up? Well, because we need to hold on to that shield. Well, maybe. We'll see. Bring it in the Genesect, which is, I'm like, come on. They actually survive with 1 HP, and we take them out with a single Fury Cutter. That was actually pretty crazy. Next battle, met with another Zacian. Let's get it. Let's go. All right. So, obviously, we love to see this matchup here. So, we're going to just do the same thing. There you go. There you go. Genesect is a safe investment. If you want to have some fun, tell them I sent you. Get that Genesect discount. Not really, but you know what I mean. All right. So, we swap into our Zacian here to catch a close combat. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Wild Charge at this point, or Play Rough is going to be putting us into a not great position. So, we're going to go ahead and shield that up. They're getting to another one, which I figured was going to happen here, and now we're going to farm them down. Loaded up on energy, down a shield, but we have Zacian loaded up. And they're bringing in a Dialga. Oh. Ooh. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and do that close combat thing. Swap. Oh, we said we're keeping it alive. They're bringing Yveltal, which I will take. Let's go. All right. This is still a good matchup for Genesect. I mean, Focus Blast is going to hurt us, just like Melmetal, just like Dialga, just like all of them, while we're still doing a good amount of damage here. This thing is a meta disruptor. It's amazing. Meta Wrecker 2.0 in the Master League here. Letting it go, because we want to hold on to that last shield. Just going to bring in our Palkia to farm them down, right? Palkia could take this hit. This is not a Focus Blast. Absolutely not. All right. Not even threatening us at all. Coming in here with their Dialga, and we're going to go ahead and go Aqua Tail. It's not going to do anything at all. It's not anything. It's something, but let's go. All right. As you can see, we don't need Draco Meteor. You know, if you're serious, I'm serious. If you have like a Palkia you've invested in, you know, go for it. The reason why I just didn't buy a secondary move on this one is because I plan on investing in my 98 shiny Palkia, and I just don't want to put in another move for this. I mean, what's the point? I already got an XL 100. So we'll just use this one move. I didn't invest the rare candies right now just because I just didn't want to. Simple as that. They're swapping into a Zacian. We're going to go ahead and go for Magnet Bomb. This is so good. Immediately swapping into our Palkia because, I know, it's crazy. What are you doing, Poke? We've got him so low, and we feel like, you know, we've already won this basically. I mean, I don't want to act like, you know, it's our game, but it feels comfortable. We'll have to see. Still got Zacian here. Got Techno Blast in the back. So we're going to go ahead and bring in our Zacian because we're going to close combat this thing. Techno Blast is strong, but it's just not what we want to do right now. But they're going to be swapping into a Mewtwo. We're going to go ahead and throw our first Wild Charge here. Good thing we didn't throw close combat. And then swap into our Genesect. Now, I think we're going to, shield this up. Start putting on the pressure here. Can we get to it? Oh my goodness, that's kind of annoying. But at the same time, it's perfect. Because what's going to happen is we're farming down with our Snarl. Oh yeah, you see what's going to happen. And then we're going to get to 2 close combats and take out that Melmetal. Now, at this point, I'm just thinking, if they got in a charge move right here, Rock Slide's over. Alright, they didn't, so GG's. We take the win here. Now, I'm thinking this is enough to KO, right? Okay, thank goodness. Okay. Thank you, Zacian and team. Let's keep it moving. See what we got going on. Alright, so this is actually a horrible lead for me, Giratina. of any kind, Origin or Altered. So we're going to go ahead and swap into our Zarude. Now, here's the thing. If you do run this team, we discussed this yesterday, but it was a double charm. But staying with this team, you may want to go with Play Rough on your Zacian. Of course, close combat every single time. So I swap into their Giratina. The reason why they swap out is because they don't know. If somebody's swapping in with a Zacian, your first instinct is going to think, okay, well, they got Play Rough because they're swapping in, right? It's a mind game, right? Let's go with the mind games. All right, anyways, Genesect up against the spacing out on its name, Sylveon. We get off a Magnet Bomb, which still does a good amount of damage, and then Palkia's Dragon Tail is just chipping away. And at this point, I'm feeling really confident. Unfortunately, we don't KO. We still have 2 shields, so I think we would want to shield this up. Shadow Ball, good call. What you got in the back there? 2 Pokemon left. We already know a Sylveon. All right, there it is. So what do we want to do? Shield this up? No, heck no. We want to save that last shield and just hope the Genesect's going to be able to handle what's in the back. Let's see if they want to shield this. Show me what it is. They let it go, and it is a Swampert. Last game. That's right. All right. I always remember the last game because it always leaves an impression on me, right? Sometimes, most of the time. So we swap into our Genesect, and I just using it as a shield, unfortunately. Thank you, Genesect, but oh no, so close to the Magnet Bomb. It's not very effective, but extra damage. Bringing in our Palkia, and I'm like, come on. We get to the Aqua Tail. Is this... Oh no, oh my goodness, come on, and we take the win. Let's get it. Fantastic. All right, Genesect, day 2. It's not like, you know, we ran into some really good odds. It's a good Pokemon to use in the Master League Classic. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on. Thank you for watching, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care, trainers.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!